Down in the valley, whoa, there is a place I want to go. The name of the place ringing in my ear. No place for the purple and gold. The land, the place. I didn't see nobody there. Y'all doing all right? Y'all doing all right tonight? This was the wine bottle from last week. You know, I'm not that big of a drinker. I'm a social drinker. I'm just topping it off. Welcome. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? What y'all sipping on tonight? I done turned my water into some good old-fashioned XXL wine. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, Dr. Kanisha. Hey, Miss Shanetta. Y'all doing all right? Hey, nephew. Hey, Dr. Carey. Sonic Boom in the house. I'm going to sing my song one more time because I practiced on that song. So, if your team has a Celebration Bowl ring, put a ring in the chat. If you got a Celebration Bowl ring, your team, put a ring in the chat. Rings only. But we didn't say a SWAC championship. We ain't say a MEAC championship. We said a Celebration Bowl. Hey, sweets. Baby, you want to come sing with me? Come here. Okay. Let's sing our song. You got to sing it with some oomph. You want your own microphone? Okay. You going to lead us off?
Yeah.
We're singing that anthem. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. You start us off, Bratz.
Atlanta.
Gotta get there.
We're gonna get there.
Down in the valley.
Whoa. There is a place I want to go. The name of the place ringing in my ear. Well, I mean, technically they did get there. Thank you. What do you need? A password? Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm done trolling. Psych! Who wants to play a game of Jeopardy? Who wants to play
Oh, I
Jeopardy
do, I do,
tonight?
I do, I do.
Wait, I don't think that's Jeopardy. That's the other one with Steve Harvey on it. What's this Jeopardy? Do 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 dum dum. So first off, you know what? I am so rude. I am so sorry. I forgot to introduce to you guys the sponsor of this particular live. That was so rude of me. So rude. So this particular live is sponsored by none other than Choke soft drink. Choke soft drink, sponsored by none other than Prairie View A&M's football team. It is, best served cold. Best served cold. So I forgot to introduce the sponsor. You're gonna have to excuse me. I was trying to get all my ducks in a row, and I sincerely apologize for forgetting that. So please, my apologies. Thank you, Choke, for sponsoring this live. Thank you. All right. Y'all go ahead and let me see. Tiger Nation, the undefeated, pick a topic. So are we gonna do history, numbers, names, or plays? Tiger Nation, the undefeated. History, numbers, names, or plays? Come on, Tiger Nation. History, numbers, names. All right.
We got plays for 100.
Plays for 100. Plays for 100. Okay. So basically how this works is I'm going to basically give a scenario in Celebration Bowl history. And you have to tell me which team it was or which year it was, like, which matchup it was. All right. All right. So the answer that you have to give is basically like the year of the game and who were the two matchups. Okay. This SWAC champion suffered a heartbreaking 24-22 loss when a late fourth quarter catch that appeared to be a game-tying touchdown was ruled incomplete. A still debated by fans today. Still debated by fans today. Jay, you know the answer?
Who is Alcorn State?
Who not Who not waiting? Oh, y'all know what year? Bayless was the first one to put it in there, but to put it in there correctly, we're playing Jeopardy. So I want to say
Who is Alcorn
$4.99.
State
Put it good
in
correctly, which is who is Alcorn State.
2018?
So Tori 99, pick a go ahead and pick a subject and a number. Subject and a number. Or yeah, a subject and then an amount. Hey, Miss Uniqua. Dre late. Dre, the question was, this SWAC champion suffered a heartbreaking 24-22 loss in a bowl game when a late fourth quarter catch that appeared to be a game-tying touchdown was ruled incomplete, a call still debated by fans today. I'll take history for 500. Okay, history for 500. Okay. All right, y'all. Now, don't forget, you have to say either, you have to answer as a question. So you have to just say what is or who is, or, isn't that how Jeopardy works?
Yep. So basically, what you do is you say the answer is what statement you say, and then we answer with what is, who is, or as a question.
Okay. Okay, so the question was history. Let's see. This Celebration Bowl game recorded the second lowest game attendance in games history.
Come on, I can't stand you.
Oh.
What is today?
Oh. Oh my God. Y'all ain't no good. Okay. All right, let's do one more. Dre, pick a subject and a number. Pick a subject and a number. Lord, y'all are not doing me no kind of good. Lord have mercy. I do find interesting that the folks that was helping PV troll are not the ones that are available today. They are nowhere to be found. Whew, Jesus. Names for 1,000. Names for 1,000. I took all right, y'all. Drea, you hit the daily double. Okay, so Dre hit the daily double. So because he hit the daily double, that means that he can risk up to 2,000. This is to win the game. So Dre, how much do you want to risk for this particular question? I should think of a hard one, but
Oh wow, he want to risk 1,000.
He only risking 1,000? Okay. This Hall of Famer and first-year head coach led his team to the Celebration Bowl twice, only to come up short both times in back-to-back appearances.
You know it.
Hmm? Oh no. Let me turn it on. Mm. Nobody's got the answer. My computer's slow. Oh my goodness. Ooh, 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 ooh. Wait a minute. Wait
Oh,
a
wait a
minute.
minute. Whoa, wait a minute.
Somebody said who is Fred McNair. Well, I think they talking about Fred McNair. Oh Lord have mercy. They said my computer acting up again like we on ooh. Hey Zoe, come talk your noise, boy. Come talk your mess. They tried to say that I guess my computer acting like it's on dial up again. I'm not gonna be too much fancier with the stuff on there. What? Okay, so the correct answer is none other than who is Coach Prime. So I don't know. I think Tithondria's daddy is also the right answer. Right, Jay?
Yeah.
So
What's up, man? Can you hear me?
what? I can hear you loud and clear.
Man, you feel good because I feel good.
Ooh, cheers to that. I feel
I
good.
feel so amazing right now.
Mm.
And normally I don't even do this, but it feels amazing right now. It
Why
did,
does it
man.
feel so amazing?
Man, I'm Prairie View lost. TJ got out coach. Hey man, how you the coach? You doing? So now we got a new narrative for next year. They got a coach that can't win the big game. He lost 2 back-to-back national championships 2 years in a row.
What?
Yeah, yeah,
Didn't he lose the D2 championship
yeah.
too?
He lost the D2 national championship last year, lose the HBCU. And remember, this is a step down for him. You know, because he was like, oh,
Yeah, but he
they play
still
for
getting
national
his
championships, you know what I'm
memberships
saying, through the
though.
playoffs, but he go to the SWAC and they just play for HBCU national championship. He lost that shit too. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So,
he said he's used to playing in PWI.
hey, man, used to losing. Lost 2 years in a row. I see some consistency there. Some consistency. But I want to say this, though. Why y'all can see me? Listen, man. If you didn't go to Jackson State University and somebody out here putting somebody in the universe, if I didn't say shit about your school, why the fuck you come in?
Shit to
I
do
mean,
with this.
I'm just saying. Oh, and ladies, let me help y'all out. Let me do y'all a solid. All right, let me do this real good for y'all because it's different than typing with my fingers and being on the screen. You can see me. If your go-to is just saying somebody sweet or somebody gay, try me and see how gay I am. Let's try me. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all got to be in it. If that's your go-to, I won. I just want you to know that if your go-to is to say something,
Please.
I won. I want you to know that I won. I won. All right. And I love how y'all go personal. Because if I clap back, don't come back and be like, oh, you went too far. Because when you go low, I go to hell. All right.
Take it to the Earth's core.
So just know when you go low, I go to hell. And ain't no pull the reins back. Because we're grown. If you can't talk shit, like I said, you can't talk shit to be sensitive. Like I just had to check somebody from Jackson State. I said somebody said an expletive to line. I said, nope, you're not gonna do that. That's out of bounds. I did on Twitter. Because they don't call for that. If you can't talk shit without going person, you don't need to be talking shit. But no, if you go person, I'm gonna go to hell. So I'll give you that warning.
Facts.
But man, this game was so wonderful, man. Prairie View came out. They started pretty good. Man, they up 21-0. Man, they up talking their shit. They feeling good, as they should. But you know this whole narrative, man. TJ, he called his shot. Well, he didn't call a shot in this game. Because he got our coach, bro. Anytime you're 21-0 at the half, and you come back and it's 41-17 in the second half, you got our coach, dog. Real talk. Any good coach.
You could have just ran. You could have ran the damn.
Let me tell you something. Any good coach worth his salt, you don't lose 21-0. You don't let nobody come back 21-0 on you. Real talk, real spill. So what I saw was inexperience. Because you know what? South Carolina State, because of that loss last season, they had on their mind. So I'm going to tell you the difference too. And if y'all think it's cap, go watch the post-game press conferences. One coach had it on his mind to get to Atlanta. The other coach had it on his mind to win when he got there. They lost last year. They had on their mind to get here, to get that dub. Prairie View just wanted to get there. That's it. They just wanted to get there. So we already know the narrative. You know, oh, we did good for year one. And yeah, you did. But now you get to be in the good seat that you ain't used to being in. And I can't wait for next year. I'm ready for it. Can't wait. But hey, kudos to Prairie View on the good year one. Now 2026 season starts right now.
South Carolina State was waiting for us. They really was.
It was going to be a damn good game, too. It was going to be a damn good game, too. It was going to be a damn good game, too. But it's all good. Hey, I can tell you right now, South Carolina State going to be the best team to start the season out next year in the MEAC, followed up by Delaware State. That's going to be, I can tell you right now, that's going to be the odds favorite start out number 1 and 2 in the MEAC starting out next year. I can't wait to see what we're going to be because the SWAC going to do their normal. It's going to be 1 and 2. They probably pick Alabama State to be first in the East, put Jack State number 2. I love it. I can't wait for next year. Yeah, man, I can't wait. But yeah, man, seeing this thing, it man, I'm gonna tell you, this game was
a touchdown. Do you think it was a touchdown?
I don't think it was a touchdown. Look, let me tell you something. For all the people who say the game was the referee took the game from them, no, he didn't. It was the right call. So let me explain to you football rules for the people who don't know football. When you're going to the goal line, the line doesn't stop out of bounds. The line goes to no end. All he has to do is break the plane. If he's if he's out of bounds where the ball is, where his body's out of bounds, but if his feet are not down out of bounds, he's not out of bounds. The ball just has to break the plane. You can be physically out of bounds, but if your feet aren't down, you're not down. Go back and watch the replay. He crossed the ball over. But people are like, oh, he's out of bounds. No, until his feet or knee is down, and the ball doesn't have to go past the line, it just has to break the plane. It was a touchdown. The referees got it right.
What you think about those referees?
They called a good game.
What those like the Sun Belt referees?
They called a good game. I wish we had them on week to week. They called a good game.
We get some of them.
Man, do you see the way they called? They had control of that game too. They called a good game. Hey man, but hey,
there wasn't so many tic-tacky calls. Like you know how they'll do like
no, they let them play.
Boys kind of play. They let them play.
Hey man, all I know is the number one defense gave up 40 points in the second half. All I know is the number one defense who's supposed to only give up 100 some yards a game. I mean, they gave up 200 yards to one receiver. Okay, I'm just saying. But stats are for losers. There was something
locked down number 5 to save their life. Damn.
Hey man. Hey.
Number 5 was all over the damn field.
Hey man, whooped them all game. Whooped them all game. Hey man.
I mean that secondary, it makes me wonder like, damn, we had missed opportunities.
Hey, you say that freshman missed that chip shot field goal. Hey, pressure situation. Big time players make big time plays in big time games. As you can see, it wasn't a big time player. Inexperience.
Both they was giving it out.
Hey, but South Carolina State doesn't. Hey, South Carolina State doesn't go ahead and brag about the secondary either. Prairie View does.
Yeah, we don't hear South Carolina State bragging about too much.
Hey, you say he missed 2 kicks. Hey, big time players make big time plays in big time games. A big time game, and he didn't. Point blank period. Hey, that was experience from a winning coach to call a timeout, put that pressure on that freshman, miss a 30-yard strip the middle. Hey, man, you let the backup quarterback come in and just do his thing to you. And
Stubblefield couldn't do shit with Jackson State last year.
But listen,
they had that man walking off the.
Stubblefield was the starter to begin the season. Then they changed to Atkins, but Stubblefield balled out today. I mean, Stubblefield got in last year, first half through a pick 6, basically. You know what I'm saying? They got called back. But again, this was going to be a good game. I wish we would have made it. It would have been a damn good game either way it go. But it is what it is. Hey, SWAC, you goddamn right. Coaching versus shit talking. And he a front runner anyway. He a front runner. Oh, yeah, he a front runner. Go back and look over the year. He a front runner. He a front runner. Like I said, you can't talk shit to be sensitive. He the main one too. Say so to him on Twitter. Blocked.
Well, technically, I got unblocked. I might be back blocked, but after the SWAC championship, I was unblocked.
Well, I don't follow him, but you see it. But say something to him, yep, blocked. You talk shit, but can't nobody talk shit to you. He's sensitive, man. He wet.
Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, man. Hey, it was a beautiful thing though, man. It was a beautiful thing. I wish I should have a live feed on me watching this game. The mailman delivered today. I should have came here with my mailman shirt.
Yep, you should have. The mailman delivered today.
He can't deliver in Mississippi, but he can express mail some shit in Texas. And somebody say, don't mess with Texas.
That's a long 12-hour drive back. Good Lord.
Shit, they show a long ass ride back.
Ooh.
Oh, they
the fans in the band. That's a long ass ride back.
Hey man, they wet. Oh, they wet too. I feel amazing.
It was interesting to see all the other people who are not from Prairie View also be sensitive about the shit.
I'm talking about it's man. Let me tell you something. So if y'all don't know this, the term coalition that came from WA. Okay, so it rings true. I'm like, we're sitting talking about somebody. We're not talking to your ass. And what the funny thing is, I got folks from FAMU. Did we beat y'all ass by like 40 or something at home? So why the hell you come in? I'm talking to somebody in Prairie View. Why the hell you come in? And then I got a motherfucker from Alabama and Ty. Did we beat y'all ass? We beat your ass down, broke your quarterback up, and you talking the fuck? Like, why are you here? Like, that's the thing to get me. So again, now you see what I'm talking about? It's JSU versus everybody.
Folks was in this.
I'm talking about dog. Let me tell you something. If I ain't look
over week 1 in the MEAC, yeah, you got.
Let me tell you something.
Your season was done with the first week out.
Man, listen, I can't stand this shit. Man, if I ain't talking to you, shut your ass up. If I want to address you, I'll address you. If I ain't saying shit about A&M, and why would I? You're 4-8. Beat the shit out of you. Why am I talking to you? I'm not even addressing you. FAMU, not even talking to you. We own you bitches. Like literally. I mean, dog walked you in your last home game. I mean, literally. Dog walked you in your last home game. See what I did there? Alabama A&M, FAMU. Dog walked your ass in your last home game. If I ain't talking to you, shut your ass up.
Ooh, dog walked by a freshman. A true freshman.
In front of all the high school.
Next year, hey, but next year gonna be interesting, Timona. Look, let's take a look. You know, next year gonna be interesting. You know, I ain't paying no attention to Prairie View, but Alabama State got body coming back. You look, Bethune-Cookman was 6-6. They went 500 for the first time. They're gonna have some momentum. You see what I'm saying? Then you look at Jack State. You know, so we know who our quarterback will be next year. You know what I'm saying? So we know what we see. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got some nice transfers coming in too. Nice. We're gonna do what we do. We're gonna do what we do on the recruiting front. Y'all know it too. So it is what it is. And then you look at FAMU. And see, the thing now that I love, Timona, is that because of what Prairie View did this year, everybody, maybe outside of Valley, everybody is gonna be like all the FAMU, Southern. Oh yeah, we're finna overhaul our roster. We're finna go, oh yeah, we're gonna win the championship. That's what everybody gonna be on right now. I love it. Because I'm telling you, after spring ball, everybody gonna be on one. And I love it. I love it. This is the most I talked about Prairie View in my life. Just to show you how inept and non-existent they was. This is the most I've ever said the word Prairie View in my life. Literally.
Oh my
Literally.
God. We usually talk about what? Southern? Maybe Southern.
I mean, no, you talk about the usuals.
Out
You know what I'm saying? You talk about
Grambling.
FAMU. You talk about FAMU. You talk about Grambling. You talk about Southern. You talk about Jackson State. You know what I'm saying? Every blue moon, you might mention Alabama State. I mean, because normally they don't be good neither. We're going to keep it a buck. Hey, it's the most I ever talked about Prairie View in my life. Honestly, it's the most they probably talk about them in their goddamn life. I mean, because there ain't nobody alive that's been out of their daddy balls that can say they seen Prairie View winning. Literally. Literally.
This is the first 10 season win since 1965.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? But you know. Hey. Oh, and I hope. Please let Andrew Body come back. I hope he come back. Right now he's scheduled to. I hope he does come back to Alabama State. I do. Greatest player in Alabama State history go 0-4 against JSU. I love it. I love it.
It's gonna be in Montgomery this year.
I don't care where is it. Played him in Houston, he didn't win. Played him in Jackson, he didn't win. Played him in Montgomery, he didn't win. Played him in Jackson, he didn't win. I mean, he played with Jackson with two different teams and didn't win. It is what it is.
I do see promise with Smoot though. Smoot is.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this though, Timon, and I'm gonna run off. I'm gonna say this.
All right.
I seen some stuff these past 2 weeks. Y'all can get a whole new zone next season. A whole new zone next season. So it was me that I coined the phrase, the coalition. When I tell you it's JSU versus everybody next year, ain't no gloves on next year. I'm on everybody's neck. Man, everybody in the MEAC. I got some.
Everybody can get it.
Man, listen, I got some receipts for next year. Because I see some shit this year I just don't jive with. When I got sorry motherfuckers from Howard, I got motherfuckers from Morgan State who they worse than Prairie View. Want to talk shit?
They worse than Valley.
Oh man, listen, I'm on everybody here next year. I got motherfuckers from Howard talking shit. Howard in athletics, literally, really talking shit. I got motherfuckers from Morgan State. You ain't never seen Morgan State win shit in your life. They were sorry as fuck this year, sorry last year, sorry the year before that. And talking shit. Like, okay. Only thing good in the MEAC right now is South Carolina State and Central every now and again. In the SWAC, it ain't number one damn team that can talk shit Jack State and this Grambling. Right now for this year, Prairie View can say something because they beat us for the championship. But I'm on everybody here next year. Everybody. I see people talking because we lost their game, talking about what the vet is. And I find it funny. They say, oh, the vet is just a big raggedy stadium. It ain't nothing. But I'm like, okay, well, name me which one of y'all teams is tough to go into and beat. That's hard for Jack State to go in and win. Is it Alcorn? We own you bitches in that stadium. Really? Southern, we got a winning streak against y'all in Muffet as it is. We love to go down there in Muffet and get
PV in that stadium too.
Hold on. Is it Southern? I mean, I can tell you the last time we lost the goddamn Southern in Baton Rouge, and we got a winning record down there too. So they want to talk about the vet. Name me the stadium in the SWAC that's difficult for Jackson State to go into. I mean, we beat Alabama A&M ass so much in their stadium, they don't want to play us in their home stadium no more. We play them in Mobile. I mean, Alabama State, the band and the football team own them in that new their stadium. I mean, literally. Like what are we talking about?
What are we saying here?
Hold on. Listen, Valley, they're not even in discussion. Texas Southern, you're not in discussion. Prairie View, child, please. You ain't in the discussion. So they want to talk about the vet. Name me the team outside of Grambling. I buy that Grambling got it. We suck in the hole. It is what it is, documented. I say that. But name me the team outside of Grambling. We own Bragg. We own FAMU and Bragg.
FAMU?
We own FAMU and Bragg. Check the records. I ain't stuttering. So they want to talk about the vet. Name me the team. Name me the team that own us in our stadium. You ain't gonna find none. Because most of our wins versus Grambling came at home. So find me the team that own us in the vet. They said the vet ain't no tough place to play. Name me the team who just go in there or with regularity and just go win the vet. Name it. Go find it. So all you people with that will talk this shit. Go to Google, dig that shit up, and find the team who just win with regularity in the vet. Go find them.
I want to say we're what?
I'm on. Look, let me tell you. So, see, look.
I think we 51-8 the last 5 years.
Let me say so. It's one thing to talk shit. So another thing to talk shit to a motherfucker who know all the history to all this shit. So again, it ain't all cool. We own them in the fucking Spinks and that old ragged ass state they had before they had Spinks. All right, then move them off. Alabama A&M own their ass in their shit too. Alabama State own them and they own them in new ASU Stadium and Crampton Bowl. All right, move on down. Bethune-Cookman, child, please. FAMU, child, please. See what I'm doing? I'm reading right to the whole fucking SWAC. Pine Bluff, child, please. Valley's beating us 6 times out of 80 games. Who else I got? Texas Southern, child, please. Prairie View, please. Southern, we got a 4-game winning streak right now in fucking we got an 8-game winning streak against Southern. We got a 4-game winning streak in Mumford as we speak, and we own them in Baton Rouge. Child, please. So again, I bow down to Grambling. Grambling earn everything they got because Jack stayed there. But all the rest of you motherfuckers, please. And it's funny. Let me say this too. And I'm gonna go. Everybody say, Jack State finna go back to what it was before Prime got here. Well, it's funny, right? We won after Prime got here, but they want to say we'll only be what we were the year before Prime got here. But last time I checked, pinpoint what we was, because before Prime got here, we was winning. Maybe not the year before Prime got here, because last time I checked, Jack State's the blue blood. And who got more SWAC championships outside of Grambling? Nobody else. We tied with Southern. So who got more ships? So you want to sit there and talk about we finna go back to this? Yeah, that's what you hope we go back to what we was just the year before Prime. Because if we really go back, let's go back to a certain time point. We go back to a certain time point, we're kicking y'all ass. Alcorn just had their greatest run when Hobson was there. They went 3-3 against Jackson State. I got time. Find a lie. I can talk the numbers. Went 3-3 during the time. His 6 years he was there. We don't just talk about attendance. See, the thing is, we're the biggest fan base. We're the most active fan base. You go on any platform, you mention Jackson State, it's going to do numbers. Well, okay, then let Lana go make his Prairie View show about this game today. It's going to probably have 100 views. You can stop me when I stop lying. But then let me have the game. We talk about Jackson State. It's going to do numbers. Please, no other team in this space moved the needle outside of Jackson State. And I don't care who see this and then want to go behind me and make a show. You can talk about me all you want to, but you ain't going to say that I'm lying. Jackson State moves the needle in this fucking space. Grambling got the most history, but when it comes to the most profound program in this space, it's Jackson State. It ain't Grambling, and they know it. It's Jackson State. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. So, but again, we're not going to make it about that because I'm taking pride in somebody losing today. You know what I'm saying? I'm good at this, by the way. So I'm on the road because I got to get ready to go to work in the morning.
All right. Thanks for stopping by, Zoe.
Hey, drink all the wine you can stand. You can muster, baby girl. Hey, go and find you some red wine. Don't drink nothing purple or gold. Drink you some red wine. That'll go some of y'all head. I holler.
Down in the valley. Whoa. There is a place I want to go. The name of the place ringing in my ear. Atlanta. For the purple and gold. Somebody need to put an APB out for Mr. Ford because we need to know where's Mr. Ford at today?
You got his number?
Today.
You send him a text. You got his number?
Oh, Brother Picard said I sound just like that man.
Wow.
They said they want me to play it. They said my y'all want to hear it. Oh, you guess who was talking cash money at the press conference? Boy, Coach Shennis Berry said y'all gonna stop playing with his name, okay? He said that y'all was over there, y'all asked him 1 or 2 questions, and you asking the celebrity coaches 20 questions, and that stuck with him. He ain't like that shit. That stuck with him. Y'all was trying to play in his face. Y'all was trying to play. Now, why was y'all playing in the coach face like that? Y'all ain't want to ask him no questions. Y'all ain't want to give him no interview. You didn't want to talk about what he got going on. I'm finna pull it up. I'm finna pull up what he said. He said y'all was trying to play in his face.
You said a mouthful. I said, all right, Chennis, talk your shit.
Talk your shit. Win today. The celebrity coach. She said, is the celebrity coach in the room with us?
So you know, all through the season, you know, we had those conference calls. Nobody wasn't asking me any questions. It was always directed to the 2 NFL guys.
Ooh.
You know, and I'll sit there and get 1 or 2 questions. And they get 20 or 30. So I'm going to say that. There's good football coaches that come through HBCU. We can coach because we had to get it out the mud. So I'm going to say that with a proud chest. There's a lot of really, really good football coaches. And again, I got great relationships with all of them, but I remember I keep receipts, and that motivated me. Every day I go to my staff meeting, I say, hey, guess they didn't have a whole lot for me. Dr. Cavill always asks me a question. That's my guy. All right. But it's like 1 or 2, and everybody else want to talk about everything else. So we just fell in love with the process, and that motivates you, man. When somebody tell you no, God be for you, man, who can be against you?
I know that's right.
Release the players so they can go celebrate. Coach Berry, we're gonna keep it.
They don't want to leave me. They love me.
Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. Why you wasn't asking Coach Shennis Berry questions? Y'all some fans? A whole bunch of fans? Y'all didn't want to ask him the question? What was going on? Why was y'all doing that? What was up with that? Why I didn't want to ask Coach Shennis Berry any questions? I would have asked him some questions, but I think their I want to say their media day is like, it kind of overlaps SWAC media day. Shout out to Dr. Cavill. He said that Dr. Cavill always asks me. The celebrities make it more exciting. I want to say that Norfolk won 1 game this year. Hey, Miss Mary.
Hey, Miss Mary.
All right, y'all. Let's play another thing of Jeopardy. Let's see. Braxton, why are you talking so loud? Oh,
Braxton said
Dr.
he want to play
Kanisha said
Jeopardy.
they didn't win a single conference game. Damn. I think they
Lord,
only beat Virginia
they didn't win
State,
a
and
div-
I want to
they
say
didn't
that
win
was
a
in
single Division
overtime,
One game.
and that was in overtime. Like they had them by the ropes. Okay, they had them by the ropes. All right, y'all. Is Coach Vic gonna be there next season if he don't win? I don't really think Norfolk cares. I'm not gonna say they don't care about winning, but I want to say Odoms was losing for quite some time, and they didn't get in. Talk that talk, Ed. I loved the storyline of South Carolina State and Jackson State trying to get back to the Celebration Bowl. Jackson State falls short, and Prairie View is going instead, right? Both coaches from D2. Chinnis Berry is trying to reclaim his glory after falling to a dominant Jackson State team the year prior. Prairie View comes out with a huge win at the SWAC championship. And you know what? I feel like this season, like a lot of the storylines, they got lost in translation. You want to know why I got lost in translation? Because the messy ass Prairie View fans, instead of focusing on your team winning, damn, I didn't even, I'm not gonna lie. Was they even introducing us to Cam Peters like that? That young man can play some football. Like, he really can play to the point where he would have been in a discussion for as far as like player of quarterbacks, he could have been in the discussion for possibly winning an award or vying for that offensive player of the year. Like, that is a really good football player. And I felt like, okay, so I love doing banter. I love going back and forth with people. But one thing that I try to do on my channel as best as possible is I try to talk about the players that are making an impact, the players that I feel are going to do something in the game, what their stats are. I try to, what the coaches, I try to do that. It's not all about bragging about somebody losing, because you spent and focused so much time on that you missed out on some storylines. You missed out on covering your team and giving them, accolades. Because even though South Carolina State fell to Jackson State last year, Kobe did a good job of telling us who's who and what's what and what to expect. Oh, Ed said he wasn't that good. He just drank some Michael Jordan juice from Space Jam and he started getting good. I just felt like a lot of their storylines were lost because folks got muddled in like hackling Jackson State. And that's the thing about Jackson State, folks. We talk shit, win, lose, draw. We're gonna talk our noise. That's just how we are. Like, we're going to talk. I don't care who you are. We don't care. We're going to talk our noise. We're going to talk our mess. Okay. So he wasn't consistent. You're not going to shut us up. And that's why today we are so loud, because you guys were focused, hyper focused on Jackson State. I'm pretty sure next week y'all are still going to be talking about Jackson State. And that has always been the crutch of some of these teams. I know that Kobe will definitely carry as far as like the accolades for South Carolina State and telling their story, that he's obviously going to carry that. But when we talk about what the majority of people will focus on, they won't even focus on Prairie View. They'll still be talking about how Jackson State lost. And it's like, damn, give these folks they just do. Not me. I'm a Jackson State channel. I'm a SWAC channel, but I focus on Jackson State. So, all right, let's go over this. Can we talk about this attendance? Lord have mercy. Let me zoom in on that attendance. I need glasses. I just know that that's not a 2. Please tell me that's not a 2. Is that a 2? It says 26,703. Where the hell was the folks at?
They were at the Edna Carr St. championship game.
I seen a tweet that said that it wasn't no 26,000 in there, but let me hush. They used tickets sold allegedly. Allegedly. They said they'll be surprised if there was 20,000 in there. And let me just clear up a couple of things about expecting Jackson State to travel to see South Carolina State in Prairie View. There's too much going on in Atlanta and Houston today. Folks had other things that they needed to do.
They couldn't make the drive to the airport.
Yes, Dre, what's your question? Okay, so oh, Lord have mercy. There are. Oh, Dr. Kanisha said they did have a rodeo gala tonight. So folks might have been at the gala. That's like Ole Miss asking the rest of the SEC to support them. Like, what? What are we saying here? Okay. So here's my thing. So Prairie View is not in Houston. It's roughly 45 minutes away, which the grand scheme of things, if you live in a big city, it takes 45 minutes to get from one part of the city to the other. Like in Charlotte, to get from South Charlotte to Concord area, depending on what time of day it is, like if it's rush hour, it's going to take 45 minutes. So I think that's just an excuse. But let me just say this, like, I think that the refs and the way this game played out, it was like, even if for the casual viewer, it was exciting. We're in a new age of like where gambling takes precedent over everything. Like a lot of people gamble. So a lot of people watch games that they know nothing about. And they'll watch these types of games. Like I've seen a lot of people commenting on the Celebration Bowl. So I have no doubt that it being on ABC and ESPN, I have no doubt that the viewership was good. Like it should have been really good viewership, especially how the game ended up playing out with them coming back in the third quarter, tying the game, them going back and forth, 4 overtimes, box office, right? But in terms of like attendance, you guys wanted new matchups and you got a new matchup. And you cannot expect for people who are fans of their team to use their discretionary funds to go see a team that's not their team. Like, that doesn't even make logical sense. Now, if you are in the Atlanta area or, you know, close to Atlanta, it's not that far of a drive. You already bought the tickets. It was going to be a day trip anyway. Then, yeah, you might go to the game. And there were several Jackson State people that did represent. But to expect for the 10,000 fans to fly in still, but for folks who keep on saying like attendance doesn't matter, let's put into perspective attendance by discretionary, like how many, what is the impact for those 10,000 fans that did not show up. So I want to say 10,000 fans is probably how many rooms? How many rooms do you think that is? 5,000 rooms? Maybe 4,000 rooms? How many rooms y'all think that is? 4,000 rooms. That's at least $1.6 million right there on rooms. Then you got to think, okay, 10,000 people, they got to go eat something. Eat 10,000 meals, ain't it? 10,000 meals. Let's just say everybody spent $50 for the weekend. That's 500,000. And that's kind of being kind of light. Uber Lyft, they make so much money with Uber and Lyft because folks be coming from the airport. I know when I went last year, oh my God, I think I spent at least $150 in Ubers alone. Uber and taxi. And I wasn't even going that far. My hotel was right there. Oh, Lord have mercy. Don't forget all those parties that were booked. And those parties they booked and then they expected for people to turn out and they didn't show up. They done spent money on renting out whatever bar they had. So for folks who say attendance doesn't matter, it's not necessarily about the sheer numbers. It's about the amount of money that was spent that they anticipated. I can guarantee you, like Atlanta probably took a loss this weekend. You know, the stadium cost what, $250,000, and it was probably $250,000 a night because they had the battle of the band of the year. Attendance equals revenue for those who say that attendance doesn't matter. Attendance does matter. Okay, that's how you get sponsors to buy in. That's how you get them to spend money. And when I say Atlanta lost, you don't know SU Jaguar, you don't know what type of deals were made, what type of tax cuts were made, if they were giving the Celebration Bowl a certain amount of incentives for bringing the bowl game, bringing all that in there. They could have gave them some things for free, expecting for that money to be entered into the economy. Meaning you had folks who said, oh, I know I'm about to make some money this weekend. Oh, I know I'm about to, I know I'm about to hit good this weekend. They had this weekend marked because they knew, we're expecting 36,000 people to be in Atlanta. Dre, I'm not talking about the promoters for ESPN. I'm talking about like promoters that promote like HBCU after parties and stuff like that. They're expecting for people to show up. See, in Vegas, it was the opposite. Like everything was packed. They didn't have no type of anything. There was literally 2 parties available. And the one that was like the sponsored one, it was packed before 9 o'clock. The other one, it was packed as well. So, but I will say this, bar none, when we're talking about watching a game and the anticipation and everything, like the only game that I can think that comes close to even like the overtime thing is North Carolina Central versus Jackson State, with Travis Hunter catching the ball in the end zone to tie the game up with 0 seconds on the clock. Like, and then we lost directly after with the I think it was 3rd down. We dropped the ball, and then I want to say 4th down, Shador just kind of threw it away. I think Disney made their money. Disney definitely made their money. They made their money. They got their money's worth from TV. And that's the thing. Like, the people who were doing all that rah-rah online, oh, if you don't go to the Celebration Bowl, you're broke. What? Not broke. Just not going. If it was my team, I'd be going. Oh, haha, Jackson State lost. Jackson State did this and Jackson State did that. We don't care about that. We're good. We've won 51 games in the last 5 years. Well, that was Prime. Okay, so Prime was employed by Jackson State, and we don't remove the games that we won by Prime just because he left. Like, we've literally lost only 8 games in 5 years. Who is complaining? Who's complaining? And to see the lack of people in the stands, it was kind of embarrassing. Well, I can say this with a surety that if Jackson State would have been in the Celebration Bowl, that there would have been a minimum of 30,000 there. I can guarantee you that. Like, there's going to be 30,000. It probably would have been less than last year. Yes, we are currently going into mass layoffs, but we would have had a minimum of 30. All the rich folks that was in Atlanta, and Atlanta took a loss. And you know what? For me, because I didn't end up not going this weekend, my son went with his friend to a game at UNC, the Tar Heels. He had fun. I watched the game. Folks watched the game. It was a really good game to watch. And that was that. And you know what? I also think that some folks are saying, like, if it would have been Jackson State versus South Carolina State, a lot more people would have showed up and on South Carolina State side, because they wanted to see that rematch in person. I felt like Prairie View versus South Carolina State, they just needed to sell it. Oh, Jerome, come up here. Let's talk about it. About the battle of the bands. The band of the year. Excuse me. The band of the year. The band of the year. Now, I will say this. I did see more people in attendance for the band of the year. So we're getting progress. It did look like there was something there. Why you keep saying that? And y'all about 12,000 people. Why do you think that that's a big number? Y'all about 12,000 people, drum major. Hey, Jerome.
Hey, D, I love. What's going on? What I miss?
Brother Brooke,
You
how you
ain't
doing?
What
missed
up, sir?
too much. You didn't miss too much of nothing. But
Man, it seemed like
um,
everybody crashing out on Facebook. Look, I got a question for Jackson State people. What have y'all done to the SWAC and HBCU coalition for them to be attacking y'all? What is going on? I'm seeing a lot of crashing out on Facebook, attacking Jackson State fans. What's been said? Like, what have I missed?
We told them we weren't going, and that's it.
Look, we can't carry every celebration ball. We can't carry every HBCU band of the year. Like, I know we bring the notoriety and all that, but the other fans got to step it up. All we can do is just be a good example.
I mean, you can't expect for a group of people that support their team to spend their discretionary income to support your team. That's what your team is there for.
Exactly.
Whenever we go to the Celebration Bowl, we don't basically say, hey, y'all need to come out. Make sure y'all come. Jackson State worry about Jackson State. If y'all
And you know
come,
what's
y'all
crazy?
come.
And what's crazy? I've been to most of the Celebration Bowls, and Jackson State typically has a good contingent of fans and supporters in attendance. But we really wish that conversely, when it's our time to play in the game, we would see that same level of support. Our fans will go out and support regardless who's playing, to represent the SWAC. But when it's us, like, we're definitely carrying that game.
Right.
And
if you are in attendance, more than likely you're in attendance because you want to see us lose.
exactly.
Like, let's just be fair.
Let's keep it a buck.
Let's just keep it a buck. I've never seen so much praises from folks who had losing seasons. Seasons were done by the first week of their conference play. You're not even in the SWAC, and you're heckling Jackson State folks like, "Aha, y'all lost! Aha, y'all lost!" And I'm like, y'all game. You've been on the couch for like 4 weeks. Your season was over week 2 of your conference. Like, what are we talking about here? We're not in the same vicinity. Oh, but y'all are on the couch just like we are. No, we're not on the same couch as you. And next year we're not going to be on the same couch as you. And the year after that.
It's really hilarious because you would think most HBCU fans would want the best HBCU representation to be featured on the national stage. With Jackson State football brand itself, the sonic boom, the fan base, you would think, okay, y'all, like, let's get behind our best representation. But that's not the case. And it's cool. We welcome the hate. We welcome the discourse or whatever. But when it's our team playing in Atlanta or anywhere else, we're going to show up and we're going to pack it out. I just really want other HBCUs to get behind their team. Like, Jackson State is the blueprint. We know that. We've been showing everyone for the last up team decades how this is supposed to go, how you're supposed to support your school, how your band is supposed to look, etc. But for whatever reason, it seems like we get a lot of vitriol because we do it so well and their fan base can't.
Facts. It's like, attendance doesn't matter. What? If attendance doesn't matter, then why are y'all mad that we're not showing up then? Oh, y'all are boycotting, huh? So if we're boycotting, then Prairie View must be boycotting because they damn sure didn't show up. If we're boycotting, then Prairie View's boycotting as well because they didn't show up at all. I mean, you know what?
I didn't see the line. Where's the line?
They said that traffic was easy like Sunday morning.
Wow.
Easy like Sunday morning.
And Timona, I heard they didn't really have a fan fest like they usually do. Just really unseasoned this year. I don't know. And we're not seeing a lot of videos. We're not seeing a lot of pictures. It really wasn't even trending on Twitter like it normally does. Like it's really weird.
They was focused
I was
on
told they moved it to a
Jackson
different
State
spot,
lost.
but even if they moved it, we still didn't see nothing.
Wow. I'll say this. I feel like there's a lot of conversation about, oh, well, Jackson State fans, they're all coming from Mississippi and it's not too far of a drive and Texas is too far away. I wish people understand. People do know the truth. Like Jackson State fans are coming in from all over the country. I remember last year when we played Bama State in Montgomery, we literally had alums from Chicago, Philly, New York, Jersey, etc., flying into that game.
North Carolina.
North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand why other schools' fan bases cannot adopt the same attitude that Jackson State fans have. Like, of course, all of our fans are not coming from, Mississippi. They're like, we're literally nationwide. And we're going to come up, we're going to pull up and support the team. It's really not that hard of a concept. And they've got to stop blaming it on, oh, it's the
People
holiday.
are just they're just disingenuous. And
they are.
It's funny because it's like they have this whole spiel about boycotting the Celebration Bowl. Folks aren't boycotting because they don't show up. Our team didn't make it. We're obviously not going to go.
Right.
Now, like what are you expecting? Your team is going and you're still not going. Like your team actually is participating and you didn't going at all.
Well, we can apply that same logic to them. I mean, y'all say Prairie View is only 50 minutes from Houston, but we saw what y'all averaged this season.
Yeah, it's really sad. Especially when you have a winning program and your fan base still isn't showing up, and not just to the Celebration Bowl, but for your home games, to classics. They need to do, it's not just Prairie View, it's other SWAC schools as well. A lot of schools need to do some deep soul searching. They need to start reconnecting with the communities that they're supposed to be directly serving, because there's obviously a disconnect. But again, Jackson State, we can't keep carrying. Now, we will as long as we're winning. We don't mind boasting and bragging and doing what we do. But if we're not going to be
our game,
for our game,
for somebody else's game.
Like, exactly.
I remember when they were just like, I thought y'all showed up. Why are we supposed to be turning out your home game? And those, right, Prairie View alumni do not live in Prairie View. They live all over the country, just like everybody else's.
Exactly.
That's why I said that Mr. Ford made the idea that Prairie View should go to be one of the people that, or the team that participates in Vegas. And I was like, absolutely not. A team that can't show up for their own team at a home game is not somebody that you sign up for a bowl game. It spells for disaster. If you are anticipating or expecting for teams to participate in bowl games and do better than what their home attendance says, you're signing yourself up for failure. That's why you look at those numbers. Like Southern has the third largest home attendance in all of FCS. Like, that's somebody who you want to be. If you're going to do a classic, you want Southern to be in a classic, not one that's too far away. But New Orleans classic maybe, or something like that.
I got a question for you, Timona. Like, so with us seeing that Jackson State clearly has the blueprint, why is it that these other schools just won't reach out to Jackson State and say, hey, what is your secret sauce? How do we build a fan base? How do we build a traveling fan base? How do we get our band as good? Like, why won't they just reach out and say, just make a phone call, reach out and touch someone's hand? make the SWAC a better place if you can. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the reasoning? Is it that much hatred? Is it just
The hatred runs from, like you said, that there are certain schools who feel like Jackson State isn't deserving, that
yeah,
they're not the premier HBCU, which is why you go from sports to academics and potholes and water real quick, because they're trying to
right,
find something inferior to say about Jackson State or inferior to say about people. Like, anytime you have to find something negative to say to try to basically throw shade on somebody,
right.
Then you
obviously
say it
you
was all
have an
about that
issue.
hierarchy.
I did, and especially when the shade is rooted in environmental racism and historical underfunding. If that's the best that you can dig in your bag, I mean, so be it. But it is based off
It's
of.
kind of, and it's anti-black
It's
to
very
suggest that an
anti-black.
HBCU is not on your level. I'm such a premier HBCU.
And it's always the farm schools. No shade. It's people from the farm schools. I have a story to tell, but I'll save that for another day. Because what
About
you're
the
not going
farm
to do is
schools?
beat them up. Yeah, I went to a FAMU versus Alabama A&M watch party a couple weeks ago, just to get some content for the Queen City HBCUs. And after the game, it turned into this anti-JSU bash fest from the FAMU people. And they were talking about our water, just a lot of stuff rooted in historical underfunding. I had to let them know, you're a farm school. Go pick me some tomatoes. You're talking to somebody from a research-intensive institution. Over the last 25 years at that, they didn't have anything to say after that, but a lot of their rhetoric is based and rooted in misconceptions, stereotypical rhetoric. I'll just leave it at that.
And it doesn't make sense, because it's like some of these schools that participate in that, or some of the alums that participate in that, like, your school is underfunded. Your school is getting ready to be taken over by Republicans, or you've had your share of struggles in terms of reporting financial information correctly. Like,
Your
get
school
off
is
your fucking
literally
high, or you have all the money in the world and your students are still complaining about mold in your dorms. And this is not to say, like, to tap you down a couple notches, but it's just kind of like, where does this come from that you feel like you need to separate yourself from other HBCUs, as if we're not all underfunded, as if we're not all struggling to a certain degree to maintain in certain areas? Like, where does this come from? It's like you have to separate yourself to feel better about yourself, and you're not Harvard, you're not Princeton.
two schools
Like,
that Jackson State historically has partnerships with, but continue.
Oh,
I just don't understand it. It's funny, actually, to hear people say that, and I just kind of like brush it off and just
Yeah.
be like, okay, you know.
But see, when you don't matriculate from a research-based institution, when all you know is farms and hogs and cows and picking tomatoes, I mean, I'm just saying, like at Jackson State or Howard, it's research-based, and every curriculum is research-based. So we do our research. We know about the academic dexterity of Morgan and other peer institutions. But when all you know is hogs and you a farm school, you don't know any better. You just say a lot of anti-black rhetoric. It's stupid.
The talking points, like, you're gonna have to come up
Yeah,
with better talking points. Like, can we just move on from the potholes and you don't have clean water? Like,
exactly.
it's stupid. Can you come up with something else? Can we move on from that? You regurgitating it. Oh, you don't own your stadium, as if state-funded institutions own their buildings or their stadiums,
Exactly.
or any for that matter. It's a state-funded institution. The state owns all of it. So what are we doing here? Oh, your campus isn't on, or your stadium isn't on campus. I don't know. I like where our campus is.
Right.
I feel like it gives an inviting message to the surrounding community, and
And
the
we
community
actually
buys
serve
into.
our surrounding community. How about that? Some of y'all need to take a page out of Jackson State's book. And y'all wonder why our fan base is as avid and supportive as it is. We support the community that that directly surrounds the institution.
There's folks that have never attended Jackson State a day in their life, is in terms of being a student. 20 and 30 years, you can bet your bottom dollar they're going to be there tailgating, they're going to be at those home games,
Yep.
and they have bought into all things Jackson State. And
Facts.
that's why a school that has 6,800 students, maybe 68 to 7,000 students, is able to consistently have the highest FCS attendance, which is why we're invited to participate in certain bowl games.
Say that
Okay.
again. To everybody who does not believe attendance matters, say that again.
So Jackson State has the highest attendance in all of FCS, and that is the reason why Jackson State is invited to all of the bowl games.
For 7 years in a row, by
And
the
it's
way.
also the reason why, when you don't have the highest attendance, when you don't have, and a promoter decides to cut corners, they invite Jackson State and they don't got their funds together, or they not doing right, and they decide to invite a team, which everybody deserves the opportunity, but that's why sometimes the attendance is not where you think it should be, because instead of running us our money so that you can have a good classic, you would rather cut corners and have a smaller school, or a smaller fan base attend, which there's nothing wrong with that. Every school deserves to participate in these classics, but you have to be real with yourself and look at the numbers, and, like you said, research.
Like Google is free. And for me, it's like I laugh when I see it on Facebook, but to me, it's like the audacity for a school to have football Hall of Famers, about to be 6, possibly 20 SWAC championships in football, band inducted into the NCAA Hall of Champions, only 1 of 3 HBCU bands. Like, we're not even get on the academic side and level of productivity and research. Like, it's the audacity of seeing this school in Mississippi with a smaller enrollment than you, mind you, but yet their productivity is way higher than yours. I think that's what the rooted hatred comes from, in addition to the fan base and just the overall vibe. I think you said before, Jackson State moves the cultural needle when it comes to HBCU sports and just HBCU culture. It's true, and a lot of people know that, but they hate the fact that it's the school in Mississippi and they're not a land grant and they're not a Black Ivy League.
Thanks. And it's also why, like, I know that they feel some type of way about South Carolina State continually running them through the mud. Good Lord.
Exactly. I'm actually happy for South Carolina State. It's the only public HBCU in South Carolina, and the state of South Carolina really has done that school a disservice. Grossly underfunding that school. But for them to lean into their athletic success, to generate some revenue for their school, much needed revenue, I'm happy for them.
Absolutely. For them to be able to go not 1 but 2 seasons undefeated in the MEAC, the physicality conference. Where's the physicality at?
In Orangeburg, South Carolina.
I mean, that must be the only place that it resides, because they kept running through. They ran through the MEAC twice. Like the coach said, y'all had celebrity coaches and everything. Celebrity coaches and all.
And you could tell Chinnis Berry, like TC Taylor, those are 2 brothers who are actually going to stay at the institutions that they are coaching. I can't really say that about some of these other coaches.
Hell, Deshaun Jackson, he looking for a one-way out to go to Sacramento State.
I mean, I don't see PV coach staying around too much longer either.
Which is funny to me because at Valdosta State, yes, the attendance wasn't that great at Prairie View, but damn, don't act like Valdosta State attendance was all world.
What was
He's
it?
taking us.
Did they rank
It
high
was
in the defense?
a couple thousands. Like they would have a couple thousands at their games.
Wow.
Making it seem like they was.
So he's trying to pull a Coach Prime and get like a storyline.
He's trying to parlay himself into a different job quick.
Absolutely. It's the same play. We've seen it before, Coach Jackson.
Oh, Whitley said allegedly Chinnis applied to A&M last year. Then we seen that that coach was Coach Tremaine Jackson was trying to head to FAMU.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Allegedly, let me say allegedly, y'all. Allegedly, which is of no consequence or at no fault of the lovely Miss Tiffany Don Sykes, because that particular committee, the 20 seated committee that they had, they didn't give Miss Tiffany Don the full list of coaches. They gave her 5 coaches. That's what they did. They handed her 5 coaches and said, here's who we want you to hire. So, you know, that process was botched. They said that he tried twice. You know, I think that he did a superb job this year of taking winning 10 games. You got to finish. You got to finish. And I know it's when you're not able to finish, because then it's like, damn, now I got to run this thing all the way back. And I don't know. West might get a little bit stronger next year.
Absolutely. With Grambling and, Southern trying to cook up something. But I will say, to your point, it goes to show with Jackson State, what we did with Coach Prime and what PV has done, what Kennesaw State has done with Jerry Mack, et cetera. It doesn't take years and years to build a championship contending football program. All you have to do is have an AD who really knows how to identify a solid head coach and who can assemble a solid staff, who can recruit well, and you can do it in one season.
That's crazy. I'm sure it puts a lot of pressure on other coaches, but the fan base who's applying pressure on those coaches is, like you said, is the AD tapped in? Is the administration tapped in? Are the fans tapped in? Because those things matter. I'm with Dre. The SWAC West gonna be fun next year. You got Marshall Faulk coming in. I don't know too much. I just have a question, and I'm sure you could highlight or answer this for me, Jerome. So everybody's looking for the prime effect, but in terms of a mutual benefit for both the school and then the coach, it's not equal footing, if you know what I mean. Like with Prime, we gave him an opportunity to be a coach, a college coach, where he didn't have that opportunity. We were able to secure him a degree. He had the biggest fan base in all of FCS, a stadium to fill some stuff up, and we were making upgrades with our facilities. These other schools, they don't have the fan base, and Dion bought with him some resources, but these other coaches, they always talk about the prime effect, but they're not bringing resources.
Absolutely. And
like you're missing the main ingredient of the putting it all together. Like you got Jackson State fan base.
You got the culture,
facilities,
the
culture, the band,
the stadium.
Then the stadium with already leading in FCS with the potential to grow. Then you have Deion Sanders with all of his personality. And also you have the fact that he's bringing resources with him, which I think those resources were one of those once in a lifetime resources that he was able to secure. Because if you guys remember, that was during the George Floyd era where a lot of corporations wanted a feel-good type of marketing scheme. They wanted to show people that they cared about the community. And so they did that by making these types of big, huge investments, right? And so what better way to show our consumers that we care than to invest in an HBCU, right? And I feel like that feel good type of money and that feel good type of dollars, they've really tightened up on that. They're not out here just giving out $3 million worth of grants. And even if they were, the celebrities that are, or the coaches that are getting hired do not have the connects with those types of companies. So I'm confused as how it's the Deion effect.
And, you know, to your point, another variable, Deion is 101. You're not going to find another Deion Sanders. Like, he's arguably one of the top 3 athletes of all time in any sport, like among all sports. So trying to capture lightning in a bottle the way Jackson State did, it's not going to happen. But if you want like a second tier type of effect, you got to at least have a fan base and an administration that is behind you, a fan base that's behind you, a stadium, you know, that's large enough to bring in that coach's fan base as well. You got to have notoriety. Your band has to be on point. There's
and that's why
things.
It was weird. There was somebody going back and forth with I want to say it was Wit or it was KJ saying that Prime wanted to go to PV first.
Man, that's a lie.
I think Dre said it was Glasses that said that.
Like, why would he want to go to Prairie View and you guys have no fans and your stadium holds less than 15,000 people? You don't have a strong base. Why would Prime want to go to Prairie View? Like, he literally has a team of people doing SWOT analysis on where he should go, what type of scheme he should have, what type of storyline he should have.
The day after Prime was announced the coach of Jackson State, he went on Good Morning America with Strahan. And Strahan asked him.
They're both in the same company.
Yeah. And Strahan asked him, you know, why did you choose Jackson State? And he said, everything you just mentioned. They lead the FCS and fan base. They lead the NCAA and APR. They lead the graduation rate in the SWAC and among HBCUs. Like, we already had the blueprint prior to Prime coming. As Mr. Forrest said, that was like a marriage made in heaven. So you're not going to get a Prime effect. The best you can get is like a Temu or a Great Value version of that marriage, but you got to have your ducks in a row. Like, no solid head coach wants to see an empty stadium at home or on the road. So a lot of HBCU fans, they have to, like, if you want to copy or mirror what Jackson State did, it's going to take more than just, you know, hiring a celebrity head coach. You really got to have a deep conversation, like a town hall with your fan base. You need to get your marching band on board. There's got to be a certain level of notoriety, because one thing Jackson State has always been able to do, in addition to when we had Prime, not only were we able to bring our fans on the road, but we were able to bring out fans. We were able to draw fans and attract fans, kind of casual fans in the local market, whether it's in Montgomery or Huntsville or wherever, because they knew Jackson State was a show. It was going to be a good time. It was going to be a party, great football, great tailgating. You got to talk to your fan base and get them on board. This is not something you can just flick a wand and something magically happens. You got to do some work.
Right. And I think that Marshall Faulk has the fan base, right? Because Southern is third in all of FCS in terms of attendance, home attendance. So he's got that down. He's never led a program before. So it'll be interesting to see who he brings on for his coaching staff. But in terms of like excitement and stuff, I think that Southern has some upside. But as Coach Berry pointed out, just because you're a celebrity or NFL head coach doesn't mean you're going to be able to get with me in terms of coaching. And he said that. He said all these folks was asking all the celebrity head coaches questions. They only asked me one or two. And he said that stuck with him. And so that's why he made sure he put belt to ass on each one of them. Ran through the MEAC again and clinched the 2025 Celebration Bowl. They did say that Delaware State has their highest revenue that they've ever had. I feel like Deshaun Jackson was trying to parlay into another job as well. That's another coach where it's kind of like, you already know why they're there, right? And you know the quicker that they're successful, the quicker they're going to be trying to get somewhere else.
I agree with what Dre said. He said Marshall Faulk is not even in the same league as Deion. That is so true. And when it comes to fan base, I don't know. I mean, for Southern, even when they were winning under Odoms and going to, SWAC championships, their fan base really fell off. A lot of their fan base are like LSU fans now. And I think it's a lot of variables that come into play with that. But their fan base is not the fan base of the 90s and the early mid 2000s. So it'll be interesting to see how their fans react to success, if they're actually going to come out and support. I don't know.
Edna Carr and St. Aug had 34,500 people at their game tonight in New Orleans.
Yeah, in the dome.
And our former Sonic Boom of the South member is the head director there, right?
Chalupa.
Yes,
Yep.
my dog team brother.
Matter of fact, I think
you can hear them
staff
cranking
was
in the
from JSU.
background. You can hear them cranking in the background. Cranking. I said, ooh, that sound like Jackson State. I said, oh yeah, that's Chalupa over there.
A buddy of mine who was at the game, he said it was actually more like 41,000. I don't know if they didn't count the comp tickets, but yeah, he said we was all up in there.
What did you guys think about the 2-point conversion? Did you get a chance to see it, Jerome?
I did. There was some controversy. There were a lot of people who didn't feel like it was a touchdown. I did see Coach Willie Simmons tweet who confirmed, that.
Yeah, let me pull that up. Let me pull up. Willie Simmons said, "Yeah, I might have went on to the FBS, but I'm still tuned in to all things HBCU." He was at the ceremony. I want to say last night, or was it Thursday night? Thursday night, I want to say they had a ceremony where Coach TC Taylor received his red jacket, of course. So whenever you win the Celebration Bowl, the next year you receive a red jacket. And so all of the coaches were in attendance that had their red jacket.
That kicker from Prairie View, was he a freshman? The guy that missed the...
He's been missing all year.
Yeah.
You can't even really be mad at him because anything over 30 yards, it's going to be really hard for him to make it. Like, you just not when he got the first one, I was like, okay, he got it in there. And then when South Carolina State got in there, I was like, oh, okay. But you just knew that when it came to field goals, he's not gonna make it. All right, so head coach Willie Simmons said, "Let me clarify the touchdown rule for everyone who watched the Celebration Bowl today. The end zone does not stop at the pylon. The end zone is an infinite line, and as long as the ball crosses that imaginary plane at any point before a body part touches, it's a touchdown. So it was indeed a touchdown. Proud of both teams as it was a hard-fought game. Congratulations to South Carolina State and head coach Chennis Berry. It was indeed a classic." So they said it was a touchdown, y'all.
And that's coming from a former Prairie View head coach, right?
Yes, he is a former Prairie View head coach.
Okay.
I mean,
oh, I should play my my touchdown thing. Let me play it real quick. This is my I had this for right before my channel had got canceled. Graphic. Anyway, it was a touchdown, y'all. Touchdown.
Well, even if he didn't make the touchdown, honestly, Prairie View really dropped the ball, like no pun intended, when they tried to do that reverse play, and yeah, had they not done that, we probably wouldn't.
They was getting fancy.
Like, had they not done that, we probably wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
They say, can we boycott the Gremlin game next year?
That depends.
Is the
where
Gremlin
the
game
game gonna be?
Right? Is the Gremlin game gonna be in a hole, or is it gonna be in Las Vegas?
Yeah, it's in Vegas. I want to know who we playing in Chicago.
Vegas again? I cannot believe they did Vegas twice in a row. And are we going to Chicago?
Yep. We just don't know who we're playing.
They got too much dip on their chip now. So they got Chicago.
That's 2 games I gotta apply for.
Homecoming, Montgomery, because you can't miss Montgomery. You can't miss Montgomery.
And not just that, Timona and Jay, but is the Hampton game a home and home? Or was that a 1-year deal?
We gotta go to Hampton, Virginia too, allegedly. Oh Lord.
What? They got a new head coach, Van Malone, and he's Coach Malone. I want to say is his name. He's from Kansas State. Are we paying $500,000 again to take our band? They said Hamptons in Chicago, allegedly. Come on with it. Come on with it, Dre, with the allegedly.
You know, I've never been to Chicago, so that might be an interesting trip.
Allegedly. Man, that game gonna be a whole movie. You're gonna have a good time, Jay.
I thought this was the last year for Montgomery. I'm talking about the Alabama State game. Isn't Alabama State in Montgomery?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Alabama State.
Are they gonna schedule us for their homecoming?
Vegas paid us $500,001. We spent $500,000 to take the boom.
Hell no.
Stop it. Dre, stop it.
Are we going to Mobile? Oh God, why do you guys keep saying that?
Don't ask that question.
Mobile for who? Alabama A&M?
I'm so sick of that question.
Now look now, y'all. We had all our home games this year, and they had them during the day. And so, you know, next year it looked like it's a lot of road games now.
Wait, next year we got FAMU at home. We got Southern at home. We got
so FAMU and Southern is at home, which Southern should be a really good game. FAMU will be a good game. Homecoming. But you're realistically, you're looking at 4 home games, which is Valley, FAMU, Southern,
then homecoming, of course,
and homecoming. In terms of away games, you have Bethune-Cookman, you have
Alcorn
in the reservation,
Bama State.
Bama State is in Montgomery.
Vegas.
Allegedly.
Grambling in Vegas, allegedly.
Chicago.
And then,
Hampton in Chicago, allegedly.
and then we got another
Alabama
West
A&M in
team.
Mobile. Alabama A&M in Mobile. And that's it.
But that's technically considered a neutral site game. So
That's it.
but
That's
it's
6
still
games.
away. But in a sense it's still away. But we do got not 10
All home
a.m.
games will be at 10
I
a.m.
wish I wish the fuck they would. I wish they would. I will not be going.
Hell, 10 a.m., 12 a.m.
That's when I wake up. 10 a.m.
Same team. Same team. Ooh, they said, Tuskegee. So Tuskegee's going to be what? The W.C. Gordon game?
We're playing Tuskegee again.
This fool said homecoming.
They made that a classic. They made that like a 3-year. Why you say it like that, Jerome? Why you say it like that? We just figured out our whole entire schedule.
Right.
You guys not realize we just figured out our whole entire schedule. So this is just me. We're just talking, right? But realistically speaking, this I started talking too much. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can.
Maybe I shouldn't say nothing.
It's like your audio is like skipping.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought it was
because they
just,
don't want me to tell y'all the schedule. So let's not talk about the schedule.
wait, which
I
West
mean, I
team
haven't
rolls on
done
our schedule this year?
different, so I feel like it's ain't none of them rolling. Grambling is the West team.
So we don't play like any of the Texas schools or UAPB.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like as far as like who rolls on.
Keep them folks off of our schedule.
We gonna play
Keep them
Southern
folks off
regardless,
of our
so
schedule.
we ain't got to worry about that one.
Okay, so can you name the home games again? Somebody said we're
FAMU.
going to play Tuskegee at their home. Can somebody explain to them that we do not play D2 schools in their own place? Like we don't do that.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, that's not happening.
The only way that happens is if they move
BYOB,
up to D1.
Tuskegee, Southern, and Valley.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
So our home games are FAMU, Tuskegee, Southern, and Valley. Now, it's going to be like we're going to really need for folks to pull because FAMU don't bring nobody. They don't travel. So this is one of those years where, you know, those home games. And then away games is Bethune. Who else is it? Alabama State.
Alcorn.
Hampton. Alcorn. Grambling.
So let me say this to Mona. Possibly Tennessee State. It won't be in Memphis though.
Ooh.
Don't do Tennessee State if it ain't in Memphis. I feel like if we did Jackson State in Memphis, I feel like it'd be. Well, do they even have the stadium? I think it would be like 60,000.
Is the stadium fixed? Like, are they done doing the renovations?
I don't think so.
Dre, be quiet. Dre talking about some homecoming will probably be away too.
Look, he said homecoming was gonna be in Hattiesburg.
What is wrong with you? That's it.
This man said we playing Tennessee State at Shreveport for homecoming. He's so stupid.
That's it for us. The only thing we missing is our FBS team.
That's if we playing one.
Bethune, Alabama State, Hampton, Alcorn, Grambling, Alabama A&M.
Y'all think
Hey,
y'all think he might get a
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jay. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna ask about something else, but you can go ahead and say what you was about to say.
I wanted to pivot real quick. So, the American Football Coaches Association, they're hosting their convention here in Charlotte. And I spoke with the event chair. Of course, they're going to be honoring W.C. Gordon. His son is going to be in attendance to accept the award. So if there are any Jacksonians in the Carolinas, I'll be posting some info on our social media, but we'd love for you guys to come out. Just have a good JSU representation. It's going to be that Sunday, like the second week in January. So I'll be putting some information on the website, on social media.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pull that up real quick, and then I'm also gonna pull up it's next weekend, right, for the Chris Paul tournament.
Oh yeah, in Atlanta, yeah.
The basketball. Okay, so this is the American Football Coaches Association 2025 Trailblazer Award. W.C. Gordon, Jackson State. Jackson State W.C. Gordon's coach W.C. Gordon is selected as the 2025 AFCA Trailblazer Award recipient. It's going to be given in the 2026 AFCA convention in Charlotte, North Carolina. The Trailblazer Award was created to honor leaders in football coaching professions who coached at historically Black colleges and universities. Past Trailblazer Award winners include Charles Williams of Hampton, Cleve Abbott of Tuskegee, Arnett Mumford of Southern, Billy Nix of Prairie View A&M, Alonzo Jake Gaither of Florida A&M, Fred Long, Wiley of 2009, or Wiley College, Harry R. Big Jeff Jefferson of Bluefield State, Edward P. Hunt of of Morgan State, Vernon Skip McCain of Maryland Eastern Shore, Marino Cassim of Alcorn State, Gideon Smith of Hampton, Eddie Robinson of Grambling State, Ori Banks of South Carolina State and West Virginia State, John Merritt of Jackson State and Tennessee State, Earl Banks of Morgan State, Bill Hayes of Winston-Salem State and North Carolina A&T, Edward Jackson of Delaware State, Johnson C. Smith and Edward Jackson of Delaware State, Johnson C. Smith and Howard, Henry Keene of Kentucky State and Tennessee State, Edward Clemens of Edward Waters and Lane Morris Brown and Jackson State, and then Doug Williams of Morehouse and Grambling State. Okay. So we'll be continuously reminding folks of that. So congratulations, of course, to the legendary head coach, W.C. Gordon.
And you said when that's gonna be again, Drew?
January, right?
Yeah, January. I forgot the date. It's like 3 dates, but that Sunday is when he will be honored. He told me it's going to be around 3 or 4 o'clock that Sunday at the Charlotte Convention Center.
Oh, okay.
And then, of course, can you talk a little bit about the Chris Paul Classic?
Yeah. So, if I'm not mistaken, we won the Chris Paul tournament in Vegas maybe 2 seasons ago. We defeated Howard and North Carolina A&T. I think it was the same weekend as the Celebration Bowl when FAMU won. But this year it would be in Atlanta. Jackson State will be taking on Hampton and Norfolk State. Other participants include D2 schools such as Clark Atlanta, Fayetteville State, Grambling. There's a couple of others. But this is really great for HBCU basketball, just a really great way to kick off HBCU basketball as we're heading into Q1 in 26. So if you are HBCU alum, great opportunity to go out and support either your favorite team or just some really great HBCU basketball.
Facts. So if you want to participate in Atlanta, if you're in the Atlanta area, Lord have mercy. These comments in the chat are very interesting.
What they say?
Oh my
Lord,
God.
let's not talk about basketball.
Oh my God.
Somebody said hire Michael Jordan as the coach.
Right.
But anyway, you want to support your team. Why are folks in the chat talking about hire Michael Jordan? Will y'all please stop? Stop it.
I mean, we did it with football. Let's do it with basketball this time.
No, we can't hire Michael Jordan. He's not an Under Armour person. They're going to have us, here we go again. They're going to have us switching out the whole thing. We're going to go back to Nike. Hire Magic Johnson. What is wrong with y'all? We're going to get a celebrity coach. Not for nothing. I would love to get Russell Wilson's grandfather, get something with that, in our AAC.
Yeah, that'll be great. Yeah.
Holla at us, Russell Wilson. You want to do some upgrades?
Man.
Hire Shaq. Oh Lord.
Do you
He
think
will
AI
not
would
be
be
showing.
interested?
You will not be breaking my backboard. No.
Wait a minute. Talk to me. AI.
You know, I've
Let's
seen
see.
him a lot around his buddy at Norfolk State.
Right.
And I don't think he's doing anything these days. So I wonder if he would be interested. I mean, I'm not saying like that, but I just think, I just wonder if he'd be interested in coaching.
Wait a minute. We're not giving up on Mo yet. Mo got to the championship last year.
Who ain't?
Oh no. Dre.
What Dre say?
Oh my God.
Hey, drop the link for Dre. I need Dre to come up here, man, because that dude is
No,
funny.
Dre is not gonna come up here.
Dre
He
will
is
never
not.
come up on a live. He will never.
Okay.
But this is why Dre
But
took
he needs to. He
because
needs
he
to
be
though.
cutting the F up.
Let's
Dre
get
need to be there.
Let's get Sierra over here to Jack State and drop a bag on something.
Oh God.
Let's say doing nothing but just
You know that. You know the fuck with it.
I can't
Come on
take
up,
it.
Dre.
Okay.
Come on up, Dre. Let's speak your mind.
Dre is terrible.
Matter of fact,
Come
let's
on,
drop the link
Dre.
for him, Simona. Where the link at? Come on up, Dre.
Said you was losing. You lost to who was it? You lost to LSU by 50. You only lost to them by 10 when you was over here. Come on back, baby. Come on back home.
Oh, Dre said he's on his sabbatical right now.
Yeah, he's on his social media sabbatical. I know. He over there questioning if I was on. Ain't said nothing. Oh, boy, y'all dropping T in the chat. T is in the chat, Lord. T is in the chat. Magic Johnson will help us get some new stadium arenas and fields with those black dollars. Hire Magic Johnson. Yeah, Mr. Ford, you abandoned your followers. Jay, tell Mr. Ford that he abandoned his followers.
Somebody give me his number. I text him. Where you at, Mr. Ford? We looking for you.
Mr. Ford sleep now. It's 11 o'clock. He sleep. And he better not get on here talking about, yeah, I was listening. You was doing what? You was listening.
listening.
You was
supposed to-
listening.
You supposed to be on the
You
stage.
supposed to been up here, not listening.
You supposed to been going off tonight about that attendance at the stadium. Dre said he's still at the stadium.
The reason why I wanted Mr. Ford on here is because number one, I done turned water into wine. And y'all don't know what WTW means. That coach Tremaine Jackson, he says WTW, water to wine. So I had my wine tonight, but I just know Mr. Ford was gonna cut up. He was gonna cut up in terms of the game. I needed to know, like, Mr. Ford, what did it look like in there? Wanted to know.
Hey, Quay.
Hey, Quay. Y'all know Lionel's narrative gonna be, but we beat Jackson State. Jerome, why is it that no matter
That's
what goes
everybody's.
on in the HBCU space, it always somehow rings back to Jackson State?
I feel it's because Jackson State is like the center of the universe in a lot of people's minds. To
We are
me,
technically the center of the SWAC geographically.
yeah, I feel like everyone knows that from notoriety to just everything HBCU culture, it centers around Jackson State. And if you can get a win off of Jackson State, that could save your coach's season. That can make your fan base very happy. So
Grambling definitely powered up.
Just look at Mickey.
They
Look at
definitely
Mickey.
Grambling definitely powered up when
yeah,
they beat Jackson State, and then they fell in the end, but that beating Jackson State definitely gave them some super confidence and shit.
and you know what? I agree with Jay. I've said for a long time, Jackson State has mind control over a lot of teams and a lot of fans. Like the level of obsession that a lot of average HBCU fans have with Jackson State, it really needs to be studied. It's mind control. Like when they see that block JSU, or they hear like the tubas and get ready, it's just something clicks. I don't know.
Well, they said they wanted to see new blood in the Celebration Bowl, and
They want to see a new matchup. They want to see new teams.
they wanted to see it. They saw it.
They tired of seeing the same team. Okay.
Same
Here you go.
teams. They're tired of it. So.
Ain't nobody show up.
We watched on TV. We watched on TV though, Jay. We watched on TV.
Well, let's see how many
supported.
did. Let's see how many did watch it on TV. Let's look it up.
But Jay and Timona, it's kind of wild though, man. Like they lowered the ticket prices to like $2 in a pack of Newports, and they lowered the hotel price, and it's like y'all still didn't show. Man, that's insane, bro. Like
the flash sales, buy 3 get 1 free.
Man,
lowering the hotel rates, dropping.
That's
Last Saturday before the game, my round trip ticket with hotel was like $779 with tax. Thursday, I kid you not, it was like $500. I was like, and
wow.
this is with a plane ticket included, and not just. This is a straight like no stop,
like no stops.
Yes, non-stop ticket to Atlanta from Charlotte, and I was like, damn, they be taxing the hell out of Jackson State when they think that we're when they think that we are in it, they start raising the price.
Well, once we fell last week,
get what you pay for.
I canceled my stuff so quick and they ain't look back. So I wouldn't have known that they lowered the prices had y'all not said nothing.
Which I think that it was affordable, but I think that one thing that they're going to have to do, and maybe some folks were saying that the attendance doesn't matter because they focus on impressions and they make the most of their money from ad revenue, like from the dollars that they acquire from people watching online or on ESPN, on ABC. That's where they acquired the majority of their dollars. But Jerome, do you think if they took a look at Grambling versus Jackson State in Las Vegas and mimicked how
Yeah.
they promoted that game, do
Oh
you think
yeah.
they could have the same level of success? I think maybe for them, they were just like, we've had 30 or 40,000 without investing in
Mm.
promotions, right? We've had success. I want to say they're just like, we don't need to do it because it's kind of like the Bayou Classic. Bayou Classic probably doesn't need to put that much in promoting.
Yeah,
Not
it's gonna
really.
sell itself.
The Magic
Yeah.
City Classic, the Florida Classic, those are staples that they're going to sell themselves. There's
Kansas
no need to
City,
invest that much
State
in terms
Fair,
of ad revenue. State Fair Classic.
and formerly the
So
Southern Heritage Classic, but you know that's dead now.
so here's my take on that. I think with the game in Vegas, it's an anomaly because there are in fact a lot of HBCU alums in Vegas on the West Coast. But I think there were going to be a lot of folks to come out because HBCU, there's not a lot of HBCU events out there, but they went above and beyond when it came to promoting that game, the marketing, the whole nine. I think with Atlanta, the HBCU presence is probably oversaturated. So you have to take the Vegas approach when it comes to marketing, because you can't just bet on, okay, Atlanta is home to the most HBCU alumni and we've got the AUC, so it's going to sell. No, like there's a lot of
You
other
have to
HBCU.
actually buy into them. You
Yeah,
have to
you do.
actually reach out to them. You have to actually make them feel like they're included and involved. Like, I want to say at the Grambling Jackson State game in Vegas, they had a step show. They had the Divine Nine on board. They had a convention that was planned during that time as well to attend that game, and they were heavily represented. The
Yeah.
Divine Nine was heavily represented. And then there
And
was just
Timona,
some black folks that they was just like, we heard about the game and we wanted to come out here. I'm like, wow. And they don't even go to they didn't graduate from HBCU. They
yeah,
wanted to
and
go.
Timona, and
The
Timona, talk
Raiders,
about
they
the
actually they promoted it like on the stadium. Like they had the huge
they
jumbotron.
did.
So as time
Even
Every
like
goes by,
10 to
they
15
seen it.
even
minutes. Every 10 to 15 minutes. You couldn't miss
yeah,
it.
They were
and
even
Timona,
promoting it
talk
during
about
Raiders games as well. I saw that as well.
the pep rally. Like that looked like a Mardi Gras.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
That
so
was
mad I
insane.
missed that. I wanted
I'm
to be at
so
that
mad
Saturday.
that
I'm so
I
mad.
was late. I should have been there like an hour earlier to get the perfect spot.
Right.
That pep rally was so, it was like
So packed out. Like
old,
it was
old,
it was barely
old.
any room to walk around, like literally.
It was standing room only. You couldn't go anywhere. From one end of Old Vegas to the to all the way to where the bands were, even behind there. It was packed like sardines. And they had the Grambling logo and the Jackson State logo above it. It was dope.
First class.
I'll say bar none that the way that they took time and care to think about how to represent HBCUs in a great light, how to promote HBCUs, bar none, that is the best showmanship of a bowl game. Yes, we have the bowl games like the Magic City Classic and the Bayou Classic, and they have 50 and 60 and 70,000 attendees. But I feel like they really said, how can we make the people that are coming to Vegas, how can we make them feel welcome? You saw signs all over the place. Jackson State versus Grambling, all over the place.
And Timona, who was the sister who put all that together? I feel like she's with the Raiders organization, or she's with the.
Yes, I want to say is she a Howard alum? Or
I think so.
I think she's a Howard alum.
I got talking about the Raiders owner or manager or something like that.
Yeah, I think she's the manager.
Yeah.
But
She
you can tell she really paid attention to detail. She did some research on just how to, I won't say navigate, but just really how to appeal to not just the HBCU community, the participating schools, but like you said, all these Black folks that were either from or around the West Coast, or even ones that flew in. I talked to some JSU alums who went, and they said on the flight they met some random Black PWI grads from like Michigan State and some Big Ten schools.
I did
yes.
too. On my
that
flight,
day.
I saw some PWI graduates. And I'm like, y'all going to Vegas? They said, yeah, we heard about the Grambling Jack State game. I said, oh wow. I even had
Yes,
a
they literally, and
I
based
even
on
had a
how
guy
well
who
it is,
noticed my I had a guy who noticed my JSU gear, and he said, "Is that the team that Dion was at?" And I said, "Yeah, that's it, that's it." But so he heard about it. Yeah. So after he saw my gear, he said, "Oh, isn't there a game in Vegas?" I said, "Yeah, that's where I'm going." He said, "Oh, so it's like everybody like they just promoted that game so well."
So why can't the Celebration Bowl have that same type of impact?
I mean, Atlanta, and that's a shame, because when we talk about HBCU alums per capita in Atlanta area, what is wrong with Trey?
I don't know. You know what? Actually, no. Dre got a point. I should have said Walter Payton. I should have said that.
But we have the AUC in there. What is that? Clark Atlanta, Spelman, Morehouse,
Morris Brown.
Morris Brown. What other HBCUs do we have close by? I want to say South Carolina State is only like what, 2 hours away from Atlanta? 2.5.
It's got to
Albany
be
State.
30.
How
It's
far
about
is
30.
Albany State from wait, Albany wait, no.
I think Albany, Fort Valley, and Savannah are all probably within 3 hours.
I mean, I feel like we need to definitely, which, you have to make them feel included, right? So I don't know what the mechanism was for Vegas, other than maybe it was the attraction of the fact that we're going to Vegas, right? We're going to the game, but we're also going to Vegas. That could have been just one of those destination type of things. But I think for sure, if it's announced that Jackson State and Grambling are returning back to Vegas again, I do feel like people who missed out will want to go. And then there may be some people that are like, oh yeah, I'm going back, I'm headed back that way. But I do think that there will be enough people who heard about it, saw the game on TV, or by word of mouth, they'll be like, oh yeah, I can't miss Vegas this year. And so they're still gonna go, right? And the way that game ended,
I'm definitely going back.
and the way that game ended, oh hell no, you gonna have to run me that fade again.
Yeah, we gotta get that back in blood.
So do you guys think that the Celebration Bowl should maybe incorporate some of the things that in Vegas did? Because so what were the things that Vegas did that Celebration Bowl doesn't do? Like, I know there was a outdoor fan fest or like a pep rally. Should that be like in Phillips Arena, or
they do have it, but I don't know how to explain it. I think it's because it's so early in the morning, because kickoff's at what, noon?
Yeah.
So it's so early.
Now, to your point though, the fan fest in Vegas was Friday, right?
Yes.
It was the night before. It was the night before. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Fan Fest was. Yeah. So for me, I feel like I don't want to go to I don't want to go to Vegas and get our ass whooped again by Gremlin. No. We can go to Ho for that. Bring somebody else out to Vegas.
Well, Mr.
Bring
Ford
somebody
did say
else out
invite
to
PV.
Vegas.
Mr.
Huh?
Ford did say invite. Mr. Ford did say invite PV, but they didn't
No,
even
we're
show.
not inviting
So
PV.
I
They
don't
didn't
know how
even
that's
bring.
going.
I think they probably bought about, I'm not even trying to be funny, maybe 1,000 fans. I'm not trying to throw shade or nothing, but I think they bought maybe 1,000 to 1,500 fans.
Wow.
I'll give them a little grace and say maybe 3K. Maybe.
So they're in the same league as Howard. Like Howard, about 1,000 people.
No, Howard and FAMU have had the highest attendance post Dion. I want to say they had
No,
40,000. And
no, I'm
Mr.
not
Ford was
saying.
complaining.
No, I'm
No, he was
saying
saying
Mr.
did
Ford was
PV bring the
complaining
same
about
amount
that.
as Howard? That's what he was saying. He was saying that
No.
PV.
Oh, no. He's going
Yeah.
to say that they bought 15 fans.
damn.
They're saying a smaller stadium would be better, but I think and this is just as a media member and me walking through that humongous stadium and going on the field and being like, wow, this is literally where NFL teams play. I think that I like the Celebration Bowl at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It is definitely an attraction draw in terms of recruits seeing these two HBCUs on television and thinking, wow, that could be us. I think one of the attractions of HBCUs is playing in NFL stadiums before you even get there. There's a video of Travis Hunter as a freshman walking into the Jacksonville Jaguar Stadium and just looking around. And I don't even know if he played in that game, but it was just the film to see him with his Jackson State jacket on, looking around at the stadium, and then you end up actually playing there as an NFL player.
Let me ask you this. So for those who feel like the game is too close to the holidays and it's too close to the SWAC title, do you think that moving it up to January, because there are still some bowl games going on in January, as well as the FCS title game, do you think it's worth doing that? And I ask because the Heritage Bowl, there were several times that the Heritage Bowl was played after January 1st.
Well, I do say that you don't really have enough time with the SWAC opponent. You don't have enough time to like rally your fan base, for, if you will. If you're not named Jackson State, right? You're not rallying your fan base in enough time to get it together unless you were just expecting to go and you knew you were going to go and you already reserved your stuff, right? You literally have 3 days to book your stuff after the SWAC championship, unless you already reserved it. And
Yeah.
I
Right.
guess it's not enough time for them to, yeah, you can promote like a MEAC team. You can be like, South Carolina State will but then it's just the MEAC team. You don't have the other opponent available to say, and they'll be going against X, Y, and Z.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
agree
like
with Dre. You said you
I
gotta
don't
have
feel like we
faith in
should
the
compete
team.
against the bigger bowl games. And they really kind of gave us the primetime slot. And not only is the primetime slot, we're not competing against anybody in terms of views. We're literally the first opening bowl game. Well, I think they had some FCS games today. They had a lot of FCS games today, but in terms of like primetime TV slot, promotion, if you looked on Twitter, you saw multiple posts across all ESPN social media. There's like ESPNW was posting us. ESPN college football was posting us. Regular ESPN was posting. So there was like 10 different ESPN accounts, and they're all posting about the Celebration Bowl. And maybe that could have been to drive like interest into the game. But I don't think we should change the time.
Yeah. I think Dre said it could hurt recruitment as well.
They said the Jackson State Bowl Celebration Bowl games that we participated in during the prime era were the most attended. And then after that, I want to say it's Howard versus FAMU, and then Jackson State versus South Carolina State again, I believe.
Yeah. So we got the top three. Well, yeah. 3 of the top 4 attended.
I heard
So
the
I got a
hotel room
question
was going for around 150 when they thought Jackson State was in. That's a good price in Metro Atlanta. It is a good price until you hear that they're going for $59 after everybody started canceling.
Yeah, because I think
We
my
talking about
hotel like 135 per night. So that was actually pretty that was pretty affordable for me, I would say. But if I would have heard, it would have dropped from 135 to maybe like
Whitley said hers dropped to 59.
102.
I was like, wait a minute. Is this breakfast included?
Yeah, I made sure my hotel's breakfast included.
Hilton Atlanta, Dre. They do charge $40 a night for a car though.
Now I tried to do that hotel that's like right down the road from the stadium, but I saw that one was the most expensive one. I said, "Oh, maybe let me not get that one then." And I think it's because I tried to book it
Well,
on the hotel
Andre,
website. Maybe that's why.
he said I didn't see anything that cheap when I booked my hotel back in October. If you would have checked back this week about Wednesday, you would have got it for $50. Oh, she said it dropped $59. It was $200 a night when then dropped. Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm about
$60.
to say.
Well, I know that the round trip was $497 plus tax, and I was like, damn. And this is for a round trip straight ticket. Like, what you think those prices about to be next year? Do they anticipate Jackson State returns? What do you guys think?
I hope they don't anticipate us, and then we do go, and then the prices still be cheap, and we can get a deal.
Whitley said, "Hold up! I
Not
said
a
that
one.
it dropped $59, not that it was $59."
Right? She about to say,
Dre is terrible.
right?
Dre, hush.
She just said, I'm not.
Right? She don't do nothing but the 5-star.
We stay in the
But Simone and Jay, what
in the presidential suites over here.
Simone and Jay, what happened to that Battle of the Bands?
I actually don't know because I wasn't there, but I mean, I would have been there had my credentials been right, but that's another story.
They was
But I
cheating.
will say that
They was cheating.
there was a high school who did a tribute to the Sun Boom of the South, so that just goes to show you,
The
even though we're not
impact
there, we're still there.
in spirit and in truth. All right. So they said that Southern messed up on their routine, and Southern messed up on their routine, and they still won. And they said that it was fixed.
They messed up the routine. They messed up the drills. People were falling
Wow.
on the field. They said people's phones was falling out their pocket while they was drilling.
Wow. Really?
But they still won it. They still won it. And I'm not gonna lie, at first I thought they was just saying it because they lost, but once I saw the video proof, I said, "Oh no, they really did mess up."
Oh God, have mercy on my soul.
No, it wasn't.
They
No, Brianna, it wasn't just one person. It was like
they
what
over there
5
crawling
different
all over the
people.
field,
Yeah,
and I
one of
was
the
like,
videos, somebody
okay,
said, "Get up, get up, get up."
listen, they swore up and down. Oh, Jackson State just hating. Oh, this, that, and the third. It's not rigged. It's not rigged. The first red flag was when certain people thought that they were going because of how the rankings went, and they didn't end up getting picked. And they were like, I don't understand why we didn't get picked. You wasn't first place.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Like PVAMU did a recycled show with Stevie
No, literally,
Wonder.
they did. Like literally the same one.
Like, didn't we already see this on the? Didn't we already grade this week 4? Like, why are we looking at this
Had the same
again?
had the
So,
same piano
Somebody that plays the piano.
picture. The same one.
I said, what am I looking at here? They FAMU was writing in kindergarten letters. I didn't know what that thing spelled. I think it was spelling Florida A&M. I'm
Was that
not for
supposed
sure.
was that supposed to be cursive? Because that
Right with their feet. That's crazy, man. Was the attendance better?
Huh? Let me
Was
see
the
if I can
attendance
get a picture of what it's supposed to
okay?
look like. They said the same person that did this field is who was putting together that show.
oh wow. Oh my god.
Oh God, help me.
Like how
Lord
you
have
writing
mercy.
5 different fonts on one logo? That is crazy.
They said that FAMU was tussling.
Tussling? Who's tussling?
Yes, they was tussling about losing. They was mad.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right. They was pissed. They were pissed.
It was like, y'all are over here cheating. They're like, don't talk about nobody cheating.
Well, Dre, at least our letters didn't look like that.
I'm just tripping off of folks was falling all over the field like that. And then I saw a picture where it was like 2 symbols on the 50-yard line. They were just like by
Yeah.
themselves. I was
They
like, what is
were
going on?
yeah. And then it was on live TV too. Like I saw the highlight. I'm like, oh my god, these niggas is on national TV just messing it up.
Mm.
And it wasn't like it wasn't like it was a far out like view. They were like zoomed in on them, like right there. I know you lying.
I
The
think what they should
mailman delivered.
Wait, Dre said one FAMU member had on the windsuit out of the whole band. Wait, what?
Wait, he said what?
He said one FAMU band member out the whole band had on a windsuit. So basically, everybody else got full regalia and they wearing the windsuit. Just one person.
That is so ghetto. That's not, I don't think that was right. That must have been a mistake. Hearts and mind. Dre said that he was marching his ass off though. We might have
Get
to
the
watch.
knees up.
We
Knees
might
up.
have to watch the incident on the next show. We'll watch it on Tuesday. The compilations of all the bloopers of the band competition. Y'all, it was a fun night. It's been real. Hopefully, Mr. Ford will join us on Tuesday. I don't know. He might be subdued on Tuesday. I try to catch Mr. Ford right after the game because that's when he's very high strung. And on Tuesday we'll talk about what? FAMU announcer said, "Are there any questions?" The crowd was like, "Yes." What questions did they have? Why did they have the same show? Mr. Ford, I was very disappointed. Ford wanted PV to win today. Really? I thought he wanted Chennis Berry to win. You know, they was hot that they lost to Southern and Southern made all the mistakes. Jerome, they said the reason why Southern won is because you said that that they favorite MEAC bands. And so they're trying to prove that they don't. So that's why they chose Southern even with all the mistakes because they wanted to prove that they
You know,
do
you know what I think what happened?
favor SWAC
Come on.
style band. Yeah,
You want to know what I think happened?
but
I think the community watched your live stream that one time when Jerome came up. I think that's what happened. That's what I think happened.
Hey, Timona show be moving the needle, man. I'm trying to tell y'all.
MEAC style, Mr. Dre, or not MEAC style. Who is it? Is it drum corps? Who is it? Dre, please don't. I don't know. What kind of corps type of band do they favorite? Do they favor PWI bands?
Oh,
I
right,
forgot
that's
what it
right.
was that you said.
That's right. They haven't invited a MEAC band. Like Howard's band hasn't been. Norfolk, Morgan State.
Drum corps type band. I'm sorry, I misspoke, Dre. They favor bands that favor PWI's style.
Facts.
Right, Jerome? Okay.
Facts.
What they said. They deducted points because J5 didn't have on their uniforms. Okay. What else? They also deducted points because what?
Dang, that's crazy. The CAA been in it twice. The MEAC has never been, and then they just chose all SWAC bands, and they had picked Southern to win. At this point, they're just picking out air.
Not Big South was in 1 year.
They said that the bands for the halftime show was very underwhelming. Can y'all confirm that? Neither one of the bands played very good for the halftime of the game.
Really?
They said nobody won. They said nobody won the halftime.
Somebody said Mr. Ford don't like Howard's band. It ain't like he don't. It's not like he don't like it. He just don't like the fact that they don't got a lot of pieces. That's it. Let me see if Showtime uploaded the halftime shows. He probably got them up.
Disrespect must be addressed. PV's band got up for the boom last week. Well,
Speaking of PV band, I was told that PV didn't bring their full band. Allegedly.
allegedly. The band competition that was stolen from Jackson State.
I got to feel Mr. Ford in
and
the
now it was stolen from A&T.
Oh, from FAMU. Who was the number one band this week or this that was participating? Who do you think the number one band was that was actually participating?
I mean, from what I saw, I got to go back and watch the shows. I did see some of Fayetteville State, some of Miles. I wasn't impressed with what I saw. I got to go back. I would like them to invite Norfolk State. They're a solid program.
Definitely would like to. I think Miles did deserve to win. They were getting it. But one thing that director is going to let you know, he's going to let you know that they do not have a band room. They've been getting it out the mud. I wonder what they do with the money that they win.
They ain't got a band room. What they practice at?
He keeps saying it. He keeps saying it every year. He said they don't got a band room.
Who, Miles?
Miles. Yes, he keeps saying they do not have a band room.
So where do they practice? Outside?
He said it last year and he said it this year. He said that they don't have a band room. Say good night.
Good night.
Good night, Brax.
Braxton.
Yeah, and then put that phone down. That's enough. Miles, band director, said, "We don't have no band room. We don't have no horns. Half these kids not even school."
Shut up. Shut up.
Got no shoes. You laid it on thick. I ain't mad. Listen, you giving a platform like that, lay it on thick so you can get that money.
Right.
I ain't mad.
And they give it to him too. Give him that money.
Right.
But Dre needs to stop. Dre is terrible. He's cutting up.
And by the way, okay,
money is in the bank. Yeah, he does lay it on thick. Like, let me go ahead and get these donations. Gifts. Just in case somebody wants to donate.
Now we carpooled over here. Okay, Dre, it's time for you to go. It's time for you to go.
Tell Dre he can't take no sabbatical either, man. We need him in these Twitter streets.
He said he's getting up on down.
He
Y'all ain't doing
said after
nothing
this
but the
football
same
season,
thing.
I'm getting off the app. He said I'm
took
leaving.
a week off, and he said he came back and they were still talking about Jackson.
Yo, I saw a tweet from him today, just randomly coming out swinging. Man, I was like, who pissed you off, man?
Oh, he went off on that PV cup.
Come on, did you see that tweet?
You said you was going back to your sabbatical. What are we doing?
Yo,
let me see if I can find it. Yeah, let me find it.
He came out swinging like Whitley. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute.
Said you worried about the wrong shit. Too busy worried about us. You messed around and
come back. Hey, Dre, you come back now.
No, he said he's taking a sabbatical.
Well, you know what?
Out of
you know
here.
what? Actually, you know what? Take Sunday off. Rest. The seventh day, the Sabbath day. Rest on Sunday, then come back Monday.
He said he is not fooling with y'all folks. He done left for a whole week, came back, and y'all was still
talk about Jackson State.
Talking about Jackson State. He said, "Oh hell no, y'all still talking about the same thing." This coach said Jackson State, Lord have mercy. Jackson State is the first SWAC school to lose the SWAC championship in their own stadium with home field advantage.
But see, while we talking about Dre, y'all should have seen my graphic that I quoted.
He said your stupid ass should have been watching this. You worried about the wrong thing.
About the wrong thing.
Wait, why did they say that the PV coach was subbing TC trying to be messy? And he was trying to be messy, basically subbing Coach TC about, it It reminds me kind of last year where, you got one person is they doing all this big talking and stuff, and then they end up getting their ass whooped.
Exactly.
I feel like Coach Chinnisberry was more subdued this year. He wasn't all boisterous. Now, what he said in the locker room during halftime, and what he said after, talk your mess, do what you got to do. But last year he was on some we got this. We got this. We're not even worried about Jackson State.
Yo, it seemed like any coach that goes into that game talking Big Willie, just talking stuff, they end up getting whooped. Because ESPN, ABC showed a clip of Coach Jackson at halftime. His halftime speech, it was like, let's go out there and kick their ass or something. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, that's what everybody said. He said, let's go out there and beat their ass. Whoa.
Like, wow, really?
I get it. You up 21-0, but
BYOB.
wait a minute, sir. Wait a minute.
We can't hear it, Timona.
You can turn the volume up on it. TV can't hear it.
You can't hear. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We just couldn't hear the video.
Hang on. Let me see. I don't know what to say then if you can't hear. Let me see. Did you hear that? Or no?
Nah, I couldn't hear that.
Is it muted? Is the
Maybe it's not letting me do it.
y'all want to see my graphic I made?
Yeah, put it up there. I don't know how to make it go.
No, it's that quote tweet of that coach.
Oh my goodness. I don't know, but it was just Chinnisberry talking shit. That's what it was. Hopefully I'll be able to get it for y'all next week. I mean Tuesday. It was him talking stuff. He's basically saying we knew he was going to be here. Last year we didn't get the trophy, and that stuck with me. And he said that he looked at the confetti falling out the sky, and he knew that he was going to return, but this time he wanted to return back with a trophy. Period. I'll see y'all on Tuesday, okay?
Appreciate you, Timona. Good show.
All right. Thank you for coming on, Jerome.
Yes, ma'am. All right, Jay. Thee I love.
Thee I love forever. Should I sing Atlanta one more time, or should I play it? It wasn't playing though. Do you think they'll copyright my live if I play that song? Nephew? T, post that picture Jay posted. Nephew, where'd you put it at?
I just texted it to you.
Text it to me.
Well, it's on Twitter.
Okay, I'm going to your page. I'm going to your page right now. In the valley, whoa. Let me see. Is it? Which one is it? Is it this one?
The one that says graphic.
Is it the one about the big thing? Fun fact.
That one. Mm-hmm.
You messy. Ooh, you is messy.
I mean, I learned from the best.
You didn't learn that from me. Why was he looking like that? He was trying to see if it was a touchdown. What
I don't
happened?
know.
He was trying to see his touchdown.
I don't know. That's just that's just the one I was able to catch.
I'm blocked yet. Oh, I'm not.
History in the making.
Gotta get there. We're gonna get there. All right, you guys. I'm gonna sing for you again, and then we will see you on Tuesday. Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central.
Oh, you trying to play the Atlanta song? Oh yeah, you can play it. You can play it.
No, I can't. They might copyright my shit. Like,
They don't own that. They don't own that.
I'm not gonna try it. I'm gonna try it with my deepest voice. Down in the valley, whoa, when there is a place I want to go. The name of the place ringing in my ear. When?
Oh my god.
Atlanta is the place of the purple and gold. All right. I did see a few dogs in there.
Gotta get there.
Gotta get there. We gotta get there. We're gonna get there. You did get there.
You just didn't win now.
What is wrong with Whitley?
They don't. Yeah, they ain't. That's right. They ain't got the rights. They ain't got the rights. We own the exclusive rights to that. The license. We own the license to that.
Not want to do an interview with me. No, he probably doesn't want to interview with me anymore. Maybe it'll go away by SWAC Media Day, but I don't think so. I just want Coach to know that I am not heckling the coach. I'm heckling Lionel and all his and the 12 fans on PV that make it unbearable to want to root for Prairie View. I mean, they make it unbearable. Okay. Wasn't nothing purple and gold but that eye and that ass.
Well, maybe. Well, no. He might have a point. It was land of purple and gold. It was just the wrong one. Yeah, the purple and gold was the coach of South Carolina State. That's the purple and gold.
Please, somebody help me because what happened? All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Y'all have a. He's like, interview. Interview. He ain't asking me for no damn interview. I know not. Who asking for an interview? Oh, God have mercy. We're going to be cutting up next week, too. There should be some more announcements of some coaches next week.
I did not know that tennis was a Q. I didn't know that.
Boy, they have them folks hopping all over the stadium. I don't know. Was they hopping because they was South Carolina State Q Dogs, or was they hopping because they was Q Dogs? Was the Prairie View Q Dogs hopping when they were playing the music? I don't know.
I guess it's still a win for the Qs because both coaches were Qs. So
yeah.
One win, the other win, it don't matter. It's still a win for Q Sci Fi. So
all right, y'all. For real. Y'all have a good night. And I will see y'all on Tuesday.
Right. They should have embraced being the underdog instead. They wanted to be victims. When I look at you.
I've had some good days.
I've
had some hills to climb. I've had some weary days. And that 12-hour drive, I know they're going to have some sleepless nights.
Matter of fact, they might want to.
I've had some
day. And some sleepless nights. But when I look around, and I think things over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days. I don't control. The clouds hang low. I can hardly see the road. I ask the question, Lord. Lord, why so much pain? But He knows what's best for me. Although my weary eyes, they can't see, so I'll just say, thank you, Lord. I won't complain. That's been so good to me. He's been good to me. More than this world I could ever be. He's been so good. But He knows what's best for me. Although my weary eyes, they can't see, so I'll just say